Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game. Today, we are looking at Matt Bezant's Shuttlecraft Faction Pack. 4 ship classes across eras, multiple unique ships. Let them know what we think, and we got 70 or so images. We're kicking it off with the USS Danube. This is going to be a long one. Buckle in, folks. All right, 2, 2, 2, 3. I think I buy the stat line. I might go to 3 evade dice just because these are runabouts. They're fairly easy to evade, I would think. I'd be tempted to go to 3, but then they're more expensive. I don't know. This might be one of the reasons they have not been introduced to the game. I don't love the runabouts in Alliance. I thought they were way too easy to be killed. But is what it is. All of your tech slots, or all of your tech cost 1 less SP. We got double tech, double crewed, no weapons. Yeah, by that, the Danube was more of a science mission. Am I okay with evade? Definitely okay with evade. Target lock. I don't know that the runabout should get target lock. That might be my one take off. I don't know. Matt, I'm being very picky. This is really the first time I've thought about runabouts, so don't take this personally, please. And hey, listeners, watchers, comment. Am I being too picky on runabouts? Should they have more defense dice? Should they have the action bar, standard fed action bar? I don't know. Maybe they should have target lock. Maybe they shouldn't. I truly don't know. I struggle with that. I lean towards they shouldn't have target lock, but they should have battle stations. That's where I'm at. But I like the Danube. I like the ability here. Forward 90, rear 90. By that, I guess they can get a rear firing weapon on him. Sure, right? Because runabouts could have the weapon, pod, I guess we can call it. Okay. I like the maneuver dial. Once across the board, run 1 come about white. Yeah, sure. 1 turns, love it. More ships need that. 2's across the board, 2 turns white. 2 come about. Okay, buy it. 3 banks, 3 straight, 4 straight being red. Yeah, I buy a lot of that. I like it. All right, we get Captain Geordie LaForge. 4 skill, adds a tech slot. Okay. Anytime a tech upgrade would have time tokens placed on it, place 1 less token. Okay, I'll buy that. For 2 points, seems cheap. But there's not tons of tech that use time tokens. I'm willing to roll with it. A collaboration, I feel like I've commented on this in the past because I did take a brief look at this. It has to go to a Federation captain. At any time that a time token or a disable token would be placed on a captain or a crew upgrade equipped to your ship, you may place it on this card instead. Add 1 crew slot to your upgrade bar. And here's my problem. I think collaboration is too cheap for 2 points. Take away the crew slot for sure. I feel like this card just does too many things. It doesn't need a crew slot to be good. I think it's good, really good, still, just at the top. Okay. Now, the ability to safeguard time a crew or a captain, 1 time. You still have to re-enable collaboration or wait for the time tokens to expire. It's not like collaboration gets to work infinitely. This is 1 more link in the chain. I'm concerned that you combine it with like an Ezri Dax, a Julian Bashir, and you basically never really have to take time tokens or a disable on anything. And that worries me, and 2 points seems cheap for that. So, Matt, what I'd recommend is get rid of the crew slot, make this 3 points, maybe even 4, and we can work with it. All right. The Rio Grande, or the Rio Grande. Uh, Activation phase, if there are no friendly ships within range 1 to 2, place an evade and a battle station token next to your ship. See again. Now, okay, I see that it's 12 points. So it costs more than the Danube, significantly more. But that's a lot of free actions. Um, I would say go ahead and do this, but it costs an Ox power. That way, it becomes optional, and then your movements are limited if you want another action. Because that way, if you want to take another action, you have to do a green maneuver. That limits you, that makes you slightly more predictable. Or if you don't, then you still have an evade and battle station, but you have an Ox power that you're going to have to get rid of at some point. And technically, since these are place tokens, you never do have to get rid of the Ox power. You can always just place it, but you'll never get another action. So I think an Ox power keeps the ability fair, reasonable, from being broken. That would be my take on it. Same kind of arc. All right. Ooh, Captain Odo. All right, can only go on a hull 2 or less ship. Maybe equipped to a Danube class runabout without faction penalty. Okay, sure. He's Bajorn and independent. Makes sense with who he is. Action, target a ship within range 1. Perform the same action or actions that the target ship performed this round. Ooh, that's going to be tough with skill 3. I like the ability. In fact, I love the ability. I don't think Odo should get an elite talent slot. Uh, he is many things, but capable of being considered an elite captain. Not one of those things. I love the ability though, and I love the changeling nature of it. It's almost like you need him maybe to be skill 4 just to have a shot, because so many. Are you really going to run skill 1 and 2 captains to make Odo work? Or even 3, right? Because you can choose order of activation. I guess. But, that's a tough sell for me. Still, love the ability. Just, it's a consideration you got to run. Wayoon. Okay. You may not attack any ship that has Odo, a changeling, or founder equipped to it. Okay. When defending, you may convert all of your blanks to battle stations. If the attacking ship is a Dominion ship, then you may convert them to evades instead, because why would a Dominion ship be attacking Wayoon? Now, mission play, this might be a bit much. Right? Hey, imagine Wayoon in Alliance. This is crazy broken. However, Wayoon is not in Alliance, so we don't worry about that. Uh, Aside from that, I like it. I like Wayoon. I like the restriction on it. Um, yeah, I buy the trade off. That works for me. All right, the Ganges. You may equip the sensor pod tech upgrade for free. And we're paying 11 points for that. But we do get a weapon slot. So I guess that's why it can cost more. Okay. Sure. Miles. Miles is skill 3. Goes on a hull 2 or less ship. Planning phase, repair a hull or a shield. If you do so, place an Ox power token next to your ship. I like that. And I like that a whole lot more than existing Miles. And that's in planning, so you can instantly get rid of it. For simplicity's sake, I might just say, let him activate during the in phase. I think it's easier to do, and then you just have a little less going on. I think it's basically the same functionally uh, as having him work in planning. So a thought that you can keep it or throw it out, but just a thought. Michael Eddington, reduce your captain skill by 1. Nice. Action, target an enemy ship within range, discard a crew card equipped to that ship, equip this card to the enemy ship instead. They control this card may now use this action, okay? May not be equipped to a Dominion ship. So basically, this is a move around. Michael Eddington is assassinating crew at range 1. I would add at least 1 time token to him so that he can't be used in the same round. Because if I move first and use Eddington, then you can move your ship and use Eddington again. And that trade-off should not happen. Eddington's been exhausted that round. So, yeah, go ahead. I think put 1 time token on him. Or 2 if you don't want him to even work the next round. But I think 1 time token and he can work. But that way he has to go through a recharge phase. All right. The Rubicon is our... Oh, weird that the weapon slot's at the end, but whatever. It works. A planning phase, choose to shrink or remain normal sized. If you choose to shrink, then your weapon is 0 and your evade is 6. Deactivate your shields. Huh. Weird. Okay. And I'm going to guess there's rules on shrinking at some point, but maybe not. We'll see. Elam Garrick. Skill 3 captain goes on a whole 2 or less ship. Activation phase, target an enemy ship within range. Place 2 time tokens on a tech or weapon upgrade equipped to the target ship. Place 3 instead if the target ship is Dominion. And that range is at 1 to 2. I'm trying to think why Garrick gets to be a captain. I like the ability. I like the ability at all, in total. I think he could be a crew, have a passive effect, and just work. Same restrictions, same everything. And maybe it is you want him to make that tough choice, and that's fine. Thematically, I don't recall Garrick ever being in charge. When they have the Robinson, and Garrick is the one using the commander. He was second in command. So, okay, I buy that. Sorry, got to go through my themes here. But same thing as Odo. I don't know that I buy him having a talent slot. I get that we want lots of characters to have talent slots, but I don't buy Garrick having an elite talent. He wasn't an elite captain. Sure, he can be a captain, just not an elite one. All right, the Yukon, this is the one that got controlled by Dominion forces. All crew upgrades equipped to this ship must share the same faction as the captain equipped to this ship. If activation phase, if within range of a Federation, Dominion, or Bajoran ship, you may place a battle station token beside your ship and the other ship. And that's at range 1. And that's interesting because in theory, you could place a token beside an enemy ship, right? An enemy ship would let this effect trigger. It doesn't say within a friendly ship. You got to weigh the trade-off there. Is that token going to benefit you more than them? Now, this is a crew, a tech, and a double weapon. So we'll see. Matt, I'm open to the ideas here that you got some weapons for runabouts, we'll see what happens here. Blind reaction here. I don't know that any runabout needs 2 weapon slots. I get that you want the variety, and that's good. But I might elect to have that go double crew still. Ooh, I do like the purple base though. That one's nice. All right, Julian Bashir, captain, 2 skill, no talent slot. See, there we go. We're improving here. Uh, Hull 2 or less. Planning phase. Target a ship within range 1 to 2. Choose to either remove a disable token or a time token from a crew equipped to a target ship. Okay, like the spoof off of that Bashir, or you can add +2 to the captain skill of that ship for the duration of the round. Place 2 time tokens on this card. Now, what's not clear to me is, do I only place the time tokens if I add +2 captain skill to a ship, or do I place 2 time tokens on this card regardless? Because if it's regardless, place a bar and do it. Otherwise, I think it works as it is. Yeah, I think it works as it is. Now, Bashir Founder, ow. You may equip this card to a fleet that contains. Sorry, you may not equip this card to a fleet that contains Julian Bashir. You do not pay a faction penalty for this card. Combat phase, target an enemy ship within range 1 to 2. Place 2 time tokens on a tech or weapon upgrade equipped to the target ship, and then discard this card. I like that happening at the start of combat phase. That's a nice way to mess with somebody. And all that for 1 point. I'm good with that. All right, then we get our generic. Again, our generic. Ooh, okay. Our generic goes crew, tech, weapon. 1 of each. 2s across the board. Okay. 9 points. Yeah. The Yellowstone, the mirror class one. You may fire your primary weapon at range 1 to 3 when attacking within range 1 to 2. You may re-roll your blank results 1 time. If you equip secondary weapons, you may equip secondary weapon upgrades up to 5 points. There we go. I like that ability. Yeah, 360 fire. This makes sense, especially for the mirror version. Pricey, but viable. There we go. Same type of maneuver dial for the mirror. Okay. Right. This is the one that when Harry goes back in Voyager time. Right. Okay. So we get Captain Tom Paris, 6 skill, 3 points. With talent, I buy the talent there. Action, perform a sensor echo using the 1 banks, then place an aux power next to your ship. Viable, solid captain, like that. Good ship, or good captain for mirror. That gives mirror some really fun things. Imagine a bank echoing Negvar. Or not Negvar, Regent's flagship. Ooh, yeah. Kind of fun. All right, Harry Kim, add 1 tech slot to your upgrade bar. When defending for each tech upgrade equipped to your ship, you may roll +1 defense die to a maximum of 3. Well, that's already rule of 3, but yeah. I think we've seen this with, I want to say it was Tomalak. One of the Romulan captains has bonus defense dice for tech. But you know what? It's okay, especially if you can put Harry on a cloaked ship. That's going to help. And we do have the Mirror Romulan ship. I forget which name it is, but a Mirror Romulan with cloaking device. You can make that work. That would give you some extra defense dice. They would want some of the Romulan tech. Of course, you're going to pay more points for it, but at least you have a bonus tech slot. And I like that. This works. Mirror does not have a lot of good tech. We need more mirror tech Klingon cloaking device is not enough to count as mirror tech. Klingons use it all the time. All right, Yellowstone class refit, like the construction icon. Nice use of that. Keep more of that going. Content creators, please use those construction icons. This goes on a hull 2 or less. May be equipped to any Danube class runabout. Increase your weapon and evade dice by 1 each. Gets a little pricey on the Fed ones or the Dominion one, but I like it. I'd still pay for it. I'd even pay for it. Pay for it. Sorry. I like it though. All right. Then we get the Yosemite. This is a lower decks shuttle. Yeah. Right? Pretty sure. It's a lower deck style artwork at least. 1222. And now we only have the evade and the scan. So yeah, definitely a lower class of shuttlecraft. You may equip Klingon, Bajoran, Ferengi, Independent, and Vulcan upgrades without faction penalty. Well, that's called future-proofing, folks, because if the Vulcans ever separate from the Federation, now we still get them. Same with Bajorans. All of your Fed upgrades, crew upgrades, cost 1 less. Okay. So we can probably get a lot of stuff on here for cheap, which is kind of nice. All right. And the Yosemite only going to have a forward 90 arc. So even if you can get some secondary weapons on there, you're still only firing in a forward 90. Maybe you can get a 360 weapon on there. It's still probably not going to help you that much. And even if you want to do too much with it, you're not flying much anywhere because you're going to cap out at a 2 straight, but you can go 1 backwards. This is really meant to ferry crew and get in the way. I could see it being a nice mission helper, though. Right? Deploy a little shuttle, do some objective stuff, get back to the ship. Beckett Mariner. Ooh. Okay. Skill 2. 1 point. Hull 2 or less. You're only basically going on shuttles. Activation phase. Target a friendly ship within range. 1 to 2. You may swap 1 token that is beside your ship with 1 token that is beside the friendly ship. We're going to have to find ways to get tokens during activation phase to make that happen. But if you do, they're there to actually help you. I could see Beckett being useful with some shuttle play here. Is that going to be the absolute biggest thing? No, probably not. But I could see her having some use. Generic shuttle, 1221, losing a shuttle, losing points, losing slots. Are you going to run a generic shuttle for 7? Maybe. But the slots are going to hurt you. Blast Shield. Oh, that was a fun moment. Increase your starting shield value by +1 for 1 point. Not bad. Going on Shuttlecraft, or like Harry Kim, making it basically free, or at least negating the faction penalty. Yeah, a little more durability. Typically never hurt anybody. Crew transport. You may add up to 3 crew upgrades face down under this card. These cards do not require an upgrade slot, but may not be turned face up unless there's one available on this ship or a ship that is docked with. Okay. I can see this working. That's a nice sneaky way to hide crew, but it's gonna take a while to make it actually work. And boy, you got to have crew slots. Oh, it's sneaky. I like the card, but boy, that's going to be tough to actually make it work. All right. Oh, the Galileo. Way to go back to Kirk's days. Still, I mean, it is weird. I consider it ugly, yet it still has a beauty of its own. The Galileo. 1221, not doing much of anything, but it can hold 3 crew, and it has a tech slot. That's kind of nice. When this ship would be destroyed, if there is a friendly Fed ship within range, you may move crew into any available slots on the other ship or replace any crew with crew from this ship. Wow, you can do a crew swap out at the last minute. Sorry, Geordi, you weren't actually safe in your quarters on the Enterprise. You're now dead. Dead in a shuttle accident. Boy, that oh, shenanigans and sacrificial crew. That's funny, and it shouldn't be funny, and that tells you the mood I'm in right now. But I like it. I think it's a great ability. It's kind of sick and twisted, but it's a great gameplay mechanic, and I'm glad it has nothing to do with real life. All right, forward 90 arc there. Maneuvers very slow, very plodding ship. At least it can do comeabouts. That's kind of nice. Chekhov. Hold two or less when attacking. If you are within range of a friendly ship with 4 hull or greater, roll +2 attack dice. Wow, that's actually not bad. You can get, I'm seeing a 5 attack dice shuttle in theory. 2 plus the refit gets you to 3. Chekhov gets you to 5. It's not bad. When defending, if you are within range of an enemy ship with 4 hull or greater, roll +2 dice. Now, this is range 1, right? This is close quarters. You can't always count on it, but I could see Chekhov pulling some of this off. This is a nice potential. You're risking some stuff. You got to fly in close formation, but I can see it. I like it. I do like this ability. I think there's good fun to be had. All right, and then we get the Einstein action. Destroy this ship. Was not expecting that. All ships within range 1 of this ship roll 2 attack dice. Any hit or crit damages this ship as normal. This damage may not be canceled. So, this is a suicide ship. And I still want to put Tasha Yar as a crew on it. And I want to make this my self-destruct save it boat. Right? Put a captain with cheat death. Do it a couple of times, right? Because I can just take damage and then take one less and live and then die again. And right. It's mean, it's weird, but I don't have to work to be destroyed. I can just destroy myself. Aeroplay doesn't allow for the Tasha Yar combo, but it does allow for cheat death and I stab at thee. And I don't know if you were planning on that, Matt, but cheat death plus I stab at thee would make this very, very potent. Anywho, Mr. Spock, Strange New World Spock. I like the Fed Vulcan double here. 2 points for 3 skill. Talent. I guess I'd give him a talent. Activation phase. If you have an aux power next to your ship, you may place a scan token next to your ship. Okay. You got to work to get that aux power, but Spock getting a free scan? Sure, I buy that. We get our generic shuttle there at 7. Sure, works for me. The Cervantes, which is a shuttle off of what? Strange New Worlds? Yeah, I think so. Activation phase, perform a 1 bank as an additional maneuver. Place an aux power next to your ship. I like extra maneuvers. Activation phase timing's cool because it makes you very unpredictable. 8 points, yeah, that seems right. Nice and maneuverable. No red on the dial. I buy that. We'll say it needs a 3. Let me write the comment. Needs a 3 label on the top straight. Anywho. Robert April. Right. That's the shuttle that brought Robert April down. Okay. 7 skill captain. And I'm going to guess we get the Admiral version of him. Add a crew slot to your upgrade bar. This upgrade equipped to this ship slot costs -1 point, -2 instead if this captain is equipped to a ship with hull 2 or less. Okay. Action, you may re-equip an upgrade card that had been previously discarded from your ship. Very powerful, very potent. We've seen that on like a Wayoon, and even then the card comes back disabled. Want to Can't really recall. Um, I think Rubber April should probably cost 4, just because he does a lot, and skill 7 typically has a cost of 4, and he's discounting a crew, so going to 4. His net cost right now is 2, and I mean I'm going to assume you run him as a captain, not a shuttle captain. Um, his net cost is 2, and he's adding a talent slot and a skill 7 captain, and he can resurrect the dead. That's pretty good. As an admiral, add a crew to your upgrade bar. It costs 1 less. 2. Okay. I should probably tweak the wording there and say if this admiral is equipped to a ship with hold 2 or less. And then to bring a fleet action to resurrect the dead. Oof. Yeah. That definitely Robert April should cost at least 4. If you're going to have a fleet action to do that. And I would highly caution you that card that comes back needs to have time tokens or something to slow it down, because bringing back discarded cards needs to have a cost more than an action. It is one of the mechanics that hasn't been messed with for pretty good reason. And I don't think we want to go messing with it too much, because it will cause big snowballs. Generic there goes down to 7. Sure, it works. All right. Crew for Lon, Noonien Singh. When defending, replace one of your defense dice with the counterattack die. If the defending ship has any Gorn captains or crew equipped to it, then you may set the counterattack die to the side of your choice. Do you want the evade? Do you want the crit to deal damage back to them? Are you looking to evade, or are you looking for revenge? That's a really nice choice. I love that ability. I don't even like it. I love it. That is a fantastic thematic card. Matt, I right now calling that your best designed card. There's others that I've enjoyed, but that one is pure perfection. All right. Away team. I like this. A generic away team, you get 1 per ship. Cool. Love the thematicism there. Activation phase. If you are within range of a planet token, range 1, you may perform a sensor echo with a 1 straight template. If you do so, place an Ox Power token next to your ship. I'm not entirely sure what that has to do with an away team thematically, but I'll go with it. And this is fed or mirror, well, technically both, but okay, it works. Works for me. Copilot. I like Copilot's cool. This is a question mark upgrade. This card does not require an upgrade slot. It needs to go on a whole 2 or less ship. You may equip 2 captain cards to your ship, or use a crew as a second captain with a captain skill of 1. Combine the 2 captain skills and treat it as your captain skill. You may use both cards' abilities. Okay, cool. If this card becomes discarded or has time tokens or disable token, tokens placed on it, you must discard 1 captain or crew. Ooh. So the moment time tokens or a disable token go on it, you are down stuff. That hurts. I mean, it's pricey. It's really pricey. But you get some nice stuff out of that. That's a cool mechanic. I like it, especially for runabout style ships. I'm a fan. Landing pads. So, Deep Space Nine. This may be equipped to either a tech or a weapon slot. Okay, interesting. It needs to go on a 4 or less whole ship. You may support up to 3 shuttlecraft. Wow. Okay. Planning phase. If there's a friendly shuttlecraft within range 1, you may place a battle station token next to that shuttlecraft. If you do so, place an Ox Power token next to your ship. So this can go on Fed or Mirror. Huh. Okay. So, okay. Interesting. I might suggest that this goes to hole 5 or lower, or hole 5 or up. Yeah, that's a plus sign. So, yeah, 5 plus. Because I think it takes hole 5 or up to support that many. Because 4 is the minimum to support one shuttlecraft. I think 5 or up should be the minimum to support more. Granted, I know you need to pay the points to do it. But I think you go higher hole, support more, bring the upgrade in. I like it. Plus, you're really a big capital ship at that point. All right, shuttle formation. This upgrade does not require a slot to equip it. Place one unique and two non-unique cards of the same class. I'm not sure what same class means in a stack next to this card. Maybe it's ships. These ship cards. It is ship cards. Sorry, same class. That's the Galaxy class, etc. Okay, but it's shuttles. So these ship cards function as a fighter squadron with Captain Skill 4. Deploy only one, at the beginning of the game. When it's destroyed, use the next ship card in the stack until all are destroyed. You do not equip a captain card to this ship. All upgrade slots are replaced by squadron upgrades. That's cool. I like it. It took me a minute to get through the reading of it and actually understand what was happening. That is how you can tell I don't read these ahead of time and have notes or thoughts. I just read them the first time I'm seeing them. But I like shuttle formation. I think that could be a really cool way to run multiple shuttles. I think the shuttles alone work as well, but I think this works too. Proximity alert, hole 2 or less here. It's tech activation phase. If there's an enemy ship within range 1, place an evade next to your ship. Okay, that works by that. Sensor pod activation phase. Place scan next to your ship. Again, this is for shuttle stuff, so I like it. Shuttlecraft repair, hold 2 or less. Planning phase, discard this card to repair either 2 shields or 1 shield and 1 hull. Love it. Shuttlecraft tractor beam, action, place 3 time tokens on this card. Target a ship within range that has no active shields. Target ship performs a 1 straight maneuver. That works for me. It's good. I like it. Phaser upgrade. Ooh, okay, here we go. Increase your primary weapon by 1. You may fire your primary weapon at range 1 to 3. That's cool. 2 points. Seems nice and cheap, but I think it's worthwhile because it's so restricted. It's hull 2 or less. Attack 3 or less. It's basically only going on shuttles. Chaff. When defending, place 3 time tokens on this card. Place an evade token next to your ship. Okay, I might go with 2. I think 2 time tokens could work, even at 1 point. Yeah, but it's a weapon. Okay, that's why weapon slots. Fun. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see it go 2 time tokens, go every other round. Mission briefing. This upgrade does not require an upgrade slot to equip. Add a talents? Yeah, that's a talent. To your upgrade bar, you must equip a talent that may only be equipped to a ship with 2 hull or less to this talent. Okay, if you're going to. Sure. So this really is just a way to get a talent slot. For a point. Okay. Survey mission. You may overlap a planet token. When your ship base is touching a planet token, you may then add +1 evade die to any defense roll and +1 hit to any attack roll. That's nice. I like that. Rescue mission. Activation phase. If there is a friendly ship within range 1 with 2 or few hull remaining, you may transfer any crew upgrades from the friendly ship to your own without performing a docking action. That's kind of nice. I like that. Sabotage mission. Ooh, okay. Matt, you're getting into a ton of fun stuff, right? Survey mission, rescue mission, sabotage mission. We can go on all types of missions. I like it. Tons of flexibility here. Sabotage mission. Planning phase. Target a non-Dominion ship within range 1 to 2. You may select the maneuver for that ship this round. Discard this card. Nice. Distraction mission. Combat phase. Target an enemy ship within range who can legally target your ship with its primary weapon. The target ship must attack your ship this round instead of any other ship, and rolls +1 attack for this attack. So you're basically the sacrificial lamb, but all your other ships get to fire. Yeah, it's a nice ploy. Restore timeline mission. Yeah, there we go. You may place 3 time tokens on this card to reroll any attack or defense roll. If you do so, place an Ox Power token next to your ship. Only going on a mirror ship, mirror captain. Doesn't have to go on a mirror ship, but has to go on a mirror captain. I like it. And that is it. Okay, Matt, I'm just a teeny tiny disappointed that you do a whole Shuttlecraft pack and you don't have Shuttle Pod 1 and 2 from NX Enterprise. Just a tiny bit disappointed. I was hopeful. I wasn't counting on them, but I was hopeful. Aside from that, for the most part, Matt, I enjoyed this. I think these are cool ships. I enjoyed the experience going through these. I think a lot of these could be fun. I would love to see runabouts. I want runabouts in the game. I think that they would bring so much flexibility, so much design space. And Matt, you're showing what could be done with them. Is it a perfect design? No, not at all. But I think there's a whole lot of good here. There's a ton of good here. And I'm excited to see more of your designs. I really do want to see more here. And I look forward to hearing more of your feedback based on what I've said and maybe what the people in the comments will say. Who knows? We'll go with that. Hey, everyone, thank you for watching. And until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.